Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you happen to be. Hopefully, you're having a great day. I know a lot of people aren't too happy because it's Monday. That means a new week, new pile of bullshit. But hopefully, this stream will help you get through it just a little bit better. Hello, Wolf. How you doing? Welcome in. I will say right now, today definitely feels different because I don't have a mutual in VC right now. I don't know where the hell Dan is. I do know last night that they were having a bunch of bad weather. So, oh no, he just responded. He's on his way. I have a feeling he probably slept in. So, well, we will definitely give Dan some freaking grief about that today. But chat, good morning. Welcome in, everybody. Real quick, I'm going to get something.
What did one DNA say to the other DNA? Do these genes make me look fat?
God damn it. Uh, That one was a good one, Wolf. That was a good one. All right. All right. 1 second, chat. I'm going to be looking something up real quick. All right. Damn it. All right. There we go. Oh, no, no. Understandable. Understandable. All right. All right. 1 second, chat. I got to do something because I want to make sure I didn't set this up as well as I did. I should have. All right. So we're going to have an article to talk about later. Anyways. Okay. There we go. Saw it in another Discord and immediately thought he needs this to be shared. Oh, I bet you did. And no offense, freaking dad jokes are always good. Dad jokes are always good. Sorry, chat. I had to scroll up and freaking look for something because we're gonna have a hefty topic to talk about later today. I don't know. Might talk about it here in a little bit. Yeah, I had a friend send me an article this weekend, early yesterday, and yeah, things don't look too good for Bungie right now. And once again, leadership, higher up leadership's bad decision making, and it's becoming clear. Once again, I will be resuming my freaking stance of P. Parsons needs to be fired and leadership needs to be changed ASAP. So there's that. So in case you're curious where I stood on things, it's this article is cementing it even more. All right, gonna go freaking hit up the postmaster, so that way it stops screaming at me. But anyways, chat, what did everybody get up to in gaming this weekend? What was your achievements in gaming? What did you knock out that you're happy with? For me, it was able to actually just letting the pup out. I'll be there soon. All right, no problem, Dan. I'll say getting my buddy his 1K voices yesterday was freaking primo. I wasn't expecting him to get 1K voices, but the fact that he did, stellar. Even though I wasn't paying attention to it, apparently Tarkov got also Tarkov. I got my Bitcoin farm working. Sadly, I wasn't able to install the GPU cards because it's under installation. It's got a patch today. So, yeah, couldn't do that before. Couldn't do that before stream. Boo. Okay. We'll just get rid of these. Eh. Playing on Titan and having you think I was a hunter. Pretty much. Yeah, you pulled one. 1K voices, let's go. Yes, Jason. He got 1K voices yesterday. So now he doesn't have the excuses. Well, I don't have 1K voices. You do now. And yesterday, considering how well the raid went, I'm gonna say we're definitely gonna try and bring back the we're definitely gonna try and bring back the Sunday raids again. So that way we've got that. I really struggled to follow the Heresy storyline. Maybe it was only because I got half the audio. Yeah. Having only the subtitles for certain characters really kind of, if you weren't paying attention, it was easy to miss. I think Bungie should have like enlarged those subtitles for those characters to really kind of reinforce, hey, they're talking. But some of the dialogue was also during combat. It's like, why? Also, it's a new light. I can't watch 8-hour YouTube video on the lore. Bungie needs a new light catch up. Okay. So I'm going to say this when it comes to Bungie with Destiny 2, with Destiny lore. Okay. And the reason why I say Destiny and not Destiny 2 and Destiny 1 is that there is a lot. It's really hard to like boil all that down to like, let's say a 60-second video. Yeah, you might get the gist of like some things, but there's a lot. There really is. So like my girlfriend recently started playing Destiny 2. I took her through all the campaigns, but at the same time, I was like, babe, if you really want to understand the game, watch this video. And she did it in pieces. Because even for her at times, it was too much. But she's also an audio book lover. So she's used to like playing something and have it narrated in her ear and her getting it. I know that's not for everybody.
Recording data is easy. Recording data
So
can only be opened by those
take that for what you will.
Now,
But yes, I do agree that there should be some storytelling mechanics, like a catch up for new lights to make the story more digestible, and then leave like people like Bife and Mylan and Professor Kryak, let them give the deep dive on the lore. And also, it's about time you showed up.
Yeah.
No, heresy is, I would say heresy is more akin to what we've known in some seasonal stories, right? Doing any ultimatum runs, if I had another person that I would say is skilled enough to do ultimatum runs, I would give it a shot. I don't do, I'll be honest, I don't do ultimatums or like higher tier content generally on stream. Like Grandmasters, cool. Yeah, I don't have a problem like doing Grandmaster helps. When it comes to like doing helps with higher tier, like the higher tier content, like the contest mode, no, that's out of my forte. SE2 is too complex, but it's worth the while. Oh yeah, absolutely. All right. I need to get a class item over. It's about time I start building it up. All right. First off, power upgrade. Dan's pay will be docked for being late. We slept in. Today's a holiday. Oh, okay. That's fair. Next weekend, yeah, next weekend is a 3-day weekend. Well, 4-day weekend for me. I took an extra day off next weekend. So there's that. Okay. Yeah, I want to use Cypher so that way I can lower that down one. Eventually, I will do that freaking innermost light build because I've been hearing a lot about it. I just don't know yet. I just don't know if I want to freaking really give it the freaking run through. But I kind of like want to know if I should start talking about this marathon article that freaking someone sent my way because they were like, hey, you know extraction shooters and you've also played marathon. So I'm kind of like, eh.
So who won?
Okay, fusion rifle, glaive, linear, arc weapon.
Take it easy.
Oh, and Wolf, to answer your question, I do have an arc glaive. 1 second, let me pull it up. 1 second, I'll pull it over. So it's the albedo wing from freaking the Christmas event. So I got it with eddy current, golden tricorn, but I also got it with volt shot. What's the one from Drifter? I need to take a look at the damn tree. Boot me. Because I'm kind of curious if I need to start doing freaking Gambit.
The fuck did I show up to?
Yeah, I know.
Talking about doing Gambit? My god.
Well, it's because Gambit's got a freaking glaive that is arc, and it's like, I need to take a look at the name so that way I can see. Okay, Back Fang. That sounds kinky. All right. Let's take a look at, okay, so it is amongst the number one. It's a rapid fire glaive. Perks, it's got a fuck ton. Okay. So right off the rip, it's got some of the tried and trues that make them pretty good. It's got replenishing ages, which technically I really enjoy. I feel that it's a good one. I wonder if replenishing Aegis and Volt Shot work in tandem. Gambit is definitely more fun with friends. You're not wrong, especially certain builds. Hey, what's up, Crunchy Cobb? How you doing, brother? Welcome in. It's also got close to melee, unstoppable force.
After all. Don't go thinking I'm surprised.
Mm.
You know
I think I might kind of stick with freaking. I mean, I know eventually I'm about to work on a little bit of Gambit. I think I might wait for the next Gambit weekend to try and get that slide build I showed you. Works very well for Gambit. Part of me kind of like wants to Wolf Rose, and if I do, I'm kind of like I would probably go on Hunt or my Titan just because of freaking Syntheseps build or Strand. I find is like the best for that freaking for Gambit. DPS meta, provided everything is good for it, Queenbreaker. There are some notable outside things such as 1K voices is actually decent. We're in a linear meta right now because of the particle reconstruction. Sleeper perhaps. Ammo economy is shit. Ammo economy is shit. Here's the reason why. Let's pull 1K voices.
I want the kind the hunters use.
Damn, went too far. All right, here we go. Okay. So, what makes Queenbreaker better than 1K or better than Sleeper? Well, first off, Queenbreaker got a catalyst. The catalyst adds rewind rounds. Vacation. Why does that work so well? Because Queensbreaker gives two firing modes: single shot and combat sights. With the combat sights, it's tri burst. You actually do more damage provided you get all three shots on the head spot, right? But because it's a triple shot, consuming one round of ammo, times that by 5. You now have 15 shots. Rewind rounds based on the number of hits that you do. So the more you hit, the more rounds you get. Plus, when paired with particle reconstruction, you have additional ammo refill. Meaning you don't have to worry about reloading as much. Whereas Sleeper increased ammo reserves and speeds up the weapon charge. That's it. Nothing glorious. Sleeper has been okay in some situations, but not enough to be like, it's back on the menu, boys. And the reason being, and I'm going to call out Bungie for this, is that when they originally nerfed the refracting, they screwed it up. The refracting is what made it one of the best freaking linears out there. Because of the damage potential. Yes, I know that it was freaking bouncing around in freaking Hydra shields and one-shotting. Okay. Tone it down. But the thing is, just presto, is the ammo economy. The ammo economy is what hurts Sleeper the most. It's not as forgiving as, like, let's say, Queenbreaker. That's the only difference. The ammo economy. The ammo economy for Sleeper Stimulant is more akin to a rocket launcher or GL, whereas Queenbreaker is more akin to an actual linear. So, that's my take on it. If the ammo economy was better, ammo economy, Meaning how much ammo you get back from
Hey,
a
thou were welling we what wounds Reeker was win wounds?
fucking God.
You dirty fucking ammo collie.
God damn it, Crunchy. Yeah. So that's the only thing that really hurts Sleeper Stimulant at this point. And it's kind of that balancing thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. The fact that you need, like, I want to say it's 5 bricks just to get Queen Breaker back up to full. Could be 6. I could be wrong on that. All right. Let me see. Strange coins. I'm going to go freaking buy those Gambit Ingrams. So that way, that's why I use Scavenger and Reserve. Okay. Hot take. The fact that Bungie puts in Scavenger mods as a means of like increasing ammo economy, and then you've got to swap out mods or swap to another pair of boots for freaking surges. Dumbest shit ever. Dumbest shit ever.
You will not find
Bungie
none
should
that way.
get rid of scavenger mods. Number 1. Number 2, they should increase the ammo economy of all bricks for all powers. For all power weapons. Flat out. The only thing we should really be worrying about is freaking whether or not to use surges or use mods that are going to 100% affect our build. That should be the choice. It shouldn't be those 2 choices plus, oh, I need to get more increased. Oh, yeah, it's going to give me 1 extra shot per brick. I only use scavs on contests, otherwise it's not worth it. Exactly. Contest mode, that's the only case, and that's a small case. Ooh. Thank God I used that freaking cipher.
It was never mine.
Okay, fuck it.
I hope to be here again.
We're winning, chat. We're winning. Okay. Dan, are you almost done with the tower?
Yeah, I'm done. Just kind of.
I run scav for more sidearm ammo when I'm running fusion rocket sidearm. I'm gonna say this: if you're running scav for that, you're doing it wrong. Here's why. Boom. Do these. Proximity ward, special finisher. Then, in your artifact, only for this episode, mind you, dreadful finisher, and then gold from lead. If you can squeeze it. Because that right there, you'll be swimming in special ammo. And especially for this, you're doing content with a lot of champions. Get them to finisher level. Finish them. Watch the special bricks just poop out. Also, learn from me. Have something that's not going to slam your freaking opponent outside the map. No, I need my arm mods. Dude, that's not arms. That's class item. Freaking, this would be freaking arm mods. Why the fuck? I just realized the freaking harmonic loader was freaking 2 energy. Freaking Bungie full of jokes. I gotta try and retweet this build. Or it could be armor mods. No. So in order for this to be effective, right? You need 3 orbs of power. Okay? But if you don't have 3 orbs of power, this ain't gonna go off. but this will go off pretty much every time. But if you have 3 and 3, oh yeah, the special bricks will be like plentiful. But like I said, you really don't need proximity ward and special finisher. But if you're gonna be heavy, like heavy with the special ammo, freaking, you want to pair it with this. Chef Kiss. All right. So what are we doing? We gonna go try and do some more Rite of the 9?
Oh, we could do some more 9. Got some stuff I gotta do in there.
Gotcha. Yeah, I gotta go see what's her face. So,
Oh, toe beans.
oh, dear God, what's up,
I don't know
Shane?
her
How's it
name, I
going,
just know
brother?
Toe beans now.
Oh man, I won't lie, freaking. So yeah, last night played some more freaking Tarkov. Oh my God, dude.
Oh my God! Seriously, really?
Yeah, shut up,
What a
ass.
shock. This is news.
All right, I guess I'm gonna use that as a segue to start talking about Marathon chat because I'm gonna politely rip Bungie a new asshole. Who's ready for that? I still never run that mission. Phantom, you talking about Spire the Watcher for the Rite of the 9? You haven't done it yet? Dude, if you are available, I don't mind helping you do it. I've done that many times. Oh, okay.
Confront your fate.
Let's see what you got. Strand Final Blows, Fusion, Linear, Melee.
I just got a fancy.
Talking about the
holofoil.
Skullus mission. Oh, you know what I do need to do? Hold on, before we do jump in the Rite of the 9, I gotta work on Prestige. Cause I got red borders that I need to finish. And I've been like I've not been doing it.
Ooh, that's nice.
What'd you get?
Wild
Damn it.
Flight. Shiny skinned, envious arsenal, and bait and switch.
For what item?
Grenade launcher. Got it.
Oh, for the GL?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, that's... Save to that one. Save that one. All right. We're going to go run Prestige real quick. So, because I got to get those red borders done. I've been sleeping the crap on it. All right, chat. So I'm going to have this article up on the other screen. I was going to show it on my screen so that way y'all could see it. But, all right, so Paul Tassi on the 17th, 2 days ago, put out an article talking about more new info coming out of Bungie concerning Marathon, Bungie morale, launch worries, and changing of plans. Now, I'm going to say this. This comes from anonymous sources, some within Bungie, so take this all with a very fine grain of salt. Temper whatever expectations you have coming out of this. So, basically, with the whole anti-real art debacle, and plus the reception to Marathon's alpha test, especially after Arc Raiders popped up out of nowhere, let's just say morale hasn't been too good. Plus, with the live stream that happened on Friday, it's gotten even worse. So here we go. The public, so I've spoken to some, this is Paul Tassi, by the way. I've spoken to current and former employees over at Bungie about the excuse for the art theft and studio morale and the possibility of a delay. Shit, I whiffed that. the possibility to delay some very real changes when it comes to the upcoming presentation and playtesting of the game. Here's what I've learned. All right. Need to make sure I hit my jumps. I'll start reading again when I get through this freaking section. Chat. All right. Oh, fuck. Dan, just get ready to revive me. Oh, no. It's good. It's good.
You good? Are you
Yeah.
good?
Yeah. I just like walked right off. Don't know what. Oh, I don't know. Looking at multiple monitors. Okay. The public explanation of the art theft, one ex-employee taking things in 2020 is the same one being given at Bungie internally. So they're being fed the same shit. I hate that. If you do Legend, you get all the pinnacle rewards and prestige in one go. Okay, you know what? We'll do that. We'll freaking reset. Okay. Sony and Bungie legal are now sorting through this, and there is unlikely any much new information as of all this continues to unfold. It is not clear how long an audit will take of the assets to remove and find any more plagiarism, as it's an expensive enough process to have Bungie not even show any footage at all in its recent live stream. Morale is in a free fall across all departments, and the vibe have never been worse. Everyone has the same concerns about what happens to Bungie as a studio if Marathon bombs, which is something they absolutely cannot afford. Hey, Tower Mom. No, sorry, I'm like distracted because I'm reading this article talking about Marathon. Paul Tassi put out some bits, and long story short, this is where things like really take into shape. There are now even hints or jokes about a delay from the September release date internally. With that said, it's entirely possible, if not likely, that those conversations are happening privately between higher up Sony and Bungie leadership. It's unclear what the plan is to launch a game in a now active hostile environment just a few months from now and how to turn that around. So Bungie is aware. Bungie is aware that outside perception of Marathon is not where it should be, and that they came in lowballing. To use the phrase that I absolutely hate, they underdelivered. And to me, Bungie needs to, I'm not saying they need to over-deliver, but they need to deliver. They need to hit a solid delivery on Marathon. All right. Let me focus on this jump. Whoa. There we go. Okay. 1 second. No, you. Oh. No, get your ass out of there. Okay. Okay, now that we're in here, give me a second. Let me get to a stopping point, and I will.
I see him pawing at the kid for hours, laughing, eyes glazed over. There's another alignment tomorrow. Maybe I can slip the hanger and
Okay, this dungeon takes forever. No, it's not too bad.
Guardians who might want to hear
I just need it for the red borders. All right, we're back at the front. Okay. So basically, as I said, Bungie is well aware of the freaking attitude towards Marathon, and they're questioning about whether or not they should continue.
data mining yield anything about a crown? Amsat detailed an ornate procession that brought a hive crown from Leviathan to Glycon.
So some changes to future plans have been made even before this new plagiarism development, mainly as a reaction to gameplay footage and now the closed alpha. So Bungie apparently is like changing course on some things. At the start of this month, Bungie pulled the plug on its main marathon marketing. Hold on. All right. That.
What do you presume they are? The
Got my roaches back. All right.
Sustained by fixation.
Because they were planning to release a freaking trailer in June. Okay. So basically June is when they were looking to pre-order, set up pre-orders for freaking Marathon. So to be honest, that's a little interesting that they were willing to wait that far. Damn it, they waited for me. Wait, pretty sure this is no, this is not Grasp of Avarice. This is the Prestige. All right, Dan, wait right there. Underneath there will be a freaking panel that'll open up, shoot the fuse inside. Okay, come out. Yeah. Hey, Itachi, thank you for the follow over on TikTok. And hey, Big Chill, how you doing? All right. Start from the back. Start looking for the fuses in the panels. Watch out for the screams.
Oh yeah.
That's got one. All right. Down the hole. There we go. Hey, thank you, Sue, for the hopefully I said that name right. For the follow on Twitch. Welcome in. Did you play Destiny 1? I played a little bit. Mostly around taking King. Just wrecking these guys. Okay. So back to this. So this is once again the article that I'm reading is about Marathon and the current state at Bungie. A heavily marked public beta in August may be changed into a roadmap of public playtests with no actual details yet. This would align with Bungie's stated multiple opportunities to play before launch. Rather than just becoming an up-and-coming beta. I'm going to say this right now. If Bungie does that, that's going to be very, very interesting to see how public reception is going to be. Damn it. Getting freaking destroyed. Anyways, Marathon was originally pitched by higher up good old boy Bungie leadership. Hold on. Gotta deal with this freaking clown. Okay, this dude needs to go frick off. Thank you, Dan.
Yup.
All right, there we go. Use your theme for the follow over on TikTok. Okay, back to this. Marathon was originally pitched by higher up good old boy Bungie leadership. And as far back as 5 years ago, devs were telling them what would and would not work and were often ignored. Boy, why does that not sound surprising? Many said previously that it needed to have some sort of PvE component. Chat, I hate to be that guy. I hate to be that guy. But I fucking told y'all so. Look, it took Tarkov years to freaking recognize they needed a PvE component if they wanted a chance to bring in casual players. And it's been paying off. It's been paying off massively for them. Now, there is the question about whether or not it's affecting the PvP balance, right? Or the PvP community. But at the end of the day, a lot of people are enjoying what Tarkov is doing for PvE. And it really is. I'm going to say it. Tarkov PvE is freaking fantastic. They're not coming back like they were. Okay. Oh, wait, shit. Almost jumped right into that. Not gonna be able to make it through. Nope. Oops. Okay. So the fact that devs were even saying like, hey, these are the things that we need to put in the game because, hey, extraction shooters, and hey, we need to have a PvE component. A lot of people, a lot of other creators are saying, have told me that we should not judge Marathon based upon what Tarkov or Gray Zone Warfare has currently, and we should compare it to what the game launched as. No, I disagree. You should be judging based upon current, because Bungie has the time, has the energy to actually match that. Get this lever here. I thought I might have been a renewal from their look. Bungie still has time to change it around, but it's a matter of, will Sony leadership actually pay the fuck attention? That's the big deal, because if Bungie leadership won't listen, or freaking Sony won't take care of the house, because they got a clean house is what needs to happen. Hold on a second. Let me clear out these freaking. All right. Get that.
Oh, damn.
Shit. Well, oh, fuck.
I don't know how you didn't go down with that one too.
Freaking wolf and male. Bungie can't make a comeback. The question is, are they ready to put in the work or just glide by? That is indeed a true question. Because if Bungie's not willing to freaking do the work, and I'm talking about leadership. Oh, thank you, Sack. If Bungie's not willing to put in the work because leadership won't let them, then yeah, they deserve the freaking. That time I didn't survive.
Gotcha that time.
Oh, you got jokes. Okay. Let me go freaking get this. They lose more and more fans every year. I mean, that could definitely be said.
Acheron's wall sank straight down to the deep. Lies in a bad way after the die of Hull Twister.
I have thousands of hours in this game, and I'm just not more interested because we are cash cows.
My skull like they're thinking for me. Scorn.
To Bungie leadership, I agree. To the devs, they actually want to make this game worth playing. Now, when it comes to Destiny, I believe that Bungie leadership is losing ground and that they're having to concede to the freaking and they're having to concede to their devs.
Oh, God, shit.
I'm gonna go. How? I had full health. Jesus Christ! Thank you for the follow. And like I said, the topic of conversation is mostly around Marathon, not Destiny 2. All this between necessary asset auditing, reworked marketing campaign.
Fuck.
What are you doing?
One-shotting. That Scorn Raider is just pissed.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go back for freaking the. They can apologize. Wait. And all this, but promises are only statements when you don't see the change. I mean, effectively this year, we're seeing part of that change when it comes to the Destiny 2 team. Shit, I didn't make it in time. All right, I gotta do the freaking halfway. Yeah. All right. Marathon could have been hot, but they confirmed to what.
I am an idiot.
That's the thing, though. They did not conform to what was popular because they left so much out of freaking Marathon from the alpha test. Now, granted, according to Bungie, they're like, oh, we didn't show you all the features. It's okay if you want to limit lock some things, but you need to show what your game is going to be capable of.
Go without me.
You want me to pull you forward?
Yep.
All right. If it'll pull you forward, let me know if it is or not.
Not so far.
All right, you're got to do the freaking aggregore link. All right, 1 second, chat. Bomb this. Figured it out.
God damn it. I was so close to getting through too.
what you're gonna have to do, Dan, is you gotta get the one at the very beginning, go to the midway point that we unlocked, get it again, and then go through that, and then make it all the way through.
Or I'll just wait until I get pulled into here.
Oh, you did get pulled in. Shit.
Where'd you go?
Okay.
You're over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need a revive. All right. Okay. One more freaking. Hold on. When the marathon fan or creator said we need to add in an extraction shooter, the little art design for marathon was way better than what they changed it to. Hey, where's this guy at? Feel like I'm. There he is. Damn it! I got double solar surges on this mother. Okay, dude. What are you? Jump up. How was that asshole not dead? The crossbow needs to be an exotic for us to hurt. Wait, what are you talking about, Wolf? That was like out of left field. Oh, shit. Being her at the tail end of your marathon talk, and when you stopped, he was like, give me more tea. I love the tea. Here's the thing. No, Dan, you don't res in here until the other two are done. Sorry. All right, opposite side. Ups to Daisy. God damn. Freaking feel like I'm fighting for my freaking life here. All right, Lucky, thank you for the follow. I will get back on the marathon topic here in a second, chat. All right, get that other You got that other console?
I'm going to it. Got it.
Yeah, Bungie, I saw that shit. You were trying to tick one more time. All right. Here we go. Oh, he running. Dude, where's home dude going? Like, sweet Jesus, man. Felt like that was freaking fighting PMCs in Tarkov. Jesus. What activity is this? This is the Prestige exotic mission. I'm doing it for red borders.
I can tell you this, it's not the fucking Rite of the 9 like we said we were going to do.
Yeah, I know. I saw it and I was like, you know what? I want to do this before freaking I miss out on doing it again. Like I have the past 8 times.
Well, the red borders are nice.
It gave me, damn it. At least I got 2 patterns unlocked, but it gave me 2 of one weapon that I needed only once. Fuck. See, that was also why I wanted to do normal prestige, so that way I didn't do a double stack like that. All right. As soon as it freaking tells us that we're done. Oh, damn, I forgot how to play this. Oh, no, you're good, Guardian Gaming. I don't know how many times I did it solo for the Pinnacle. Yeah, I do it normally on normal. Normally for the Pinnacle. I think it's time we got a badass shooter that had both a campaign and multiplayer again. Something like Halo, but knew exactly what Marathon could have been. I'm going to say this. I really do feel that Marathon has a lot of potential. And if anything, Bungie should have learned from Tarkov and Gray Zone Warfare, absolutely. So hear me out. 1, Marathon should have a freaking extraction, should be an extraction shooter. It has a lot of potential. But, and I say but, I said this before and I'll say it again. Don't force and focus around 3-player teams. Stop it. Give flexibility. Now, some of the changes to the AI definitely feels like it's a step in the right direction, but it's going to be very interesting to see how it works out. 2, loot needs to be interesting. While part of me was like very excited to see that I can hover over a piece of loot and it tells me where to go to find a good chance of finding that exotic, that get rid of it. Get rid of it. It should not be the case. Next point. There needs to be crafting. There needs to be a hideout system of sorts. Something for players to invest in to keep them playing the game. Okay? Because when a player has something to show that they're making progress, not just outside of levels, not outside of like a freaking upgrade tree or contracts. No. A visual representation of progress.
What I call a trophy room.
Yes. Will keep
basically
players...
a way for you to show everything you've done.
Exactly. Now, last but not least, Bungie should be paying attention. In the past year, other extraction shooters have started to lean more towards giving a PvE option to their player base. And it's working. It's working for Tarkov. It's working for Gray Zone Warfare. And it's like, Bungie, you're missing the mark. Even Sony has to be well aware of it at this point. And last but not least, the proxy chat. I have done proxy chat enough times in other games to realize how much of a vested interest. Yes, there's a chance for toxicity. That could be with any system. Any system. Bungie, stop being chicken shits.
No, you want a real chat system? Wait until they come out on Mario Kart.
Oh yeah. That
Imagine
gets
the hate from the 8-year-olds.
Oh, that gets bad. That really gets bad.
Like, that's gonna be like pre-2008 Call of Duty lobby all over again.
Yep. But like I said, chat, Marathon has potentials. It's got good bones. But the problem is that Bungie leadership, once again, is not listening. It's not making the decisions that they should be making. Jack and Bubble, thank you for the follow over on TikTok. And between this,
out 3 is the perfect number. It is also the same number of points on a triangle. Illuminati confirmed.
Well, while you're talking, I'm gonna run off and go to the bathroom.
All right, no problem. The freaking crunchy, you freaking goof. The bottom line is that Bungie tried to undersell the freaking alpha build. And don't get me wrong, I also understand from a game development side point that we were playing an older build. But they didn't set those expectations at the beginning. And because of that, it's got them in a questionable position. Can they pull it off? And I'm going to say this. The problem is that they're kind of leaning. They're saying that they don't want the Destiny 2 community to play this game. But at the same time, they're leaning and banking on the fact that the Destiny 2 community is going to freaking jump on Marathon. And no, I'm going to say this. If you play Destiny 2 and you mainly play PvE, do not get Marathon. Don't. And I'm saying that as a Marathon creator. I'm in the official Marathon Creator Discord. So I'm going to say that with my full chest yet again. If you are a Destiny 2 player and you play PvE, do not get Marathon. Unless they come out and say, oh, we're going to include a PvE mode that is separate from the PvP, then I would say consider it. See if an extraction shooter is good for you. And someone mentioned earlier that if Marathon's successful, it comes and brings extraction to console, which is huge. I agree, Okram, if you're still here. I agree. Absolutely 100%. And that's something that Gray Zone Warfare and Tarkov have not been able to do because they've been focused on the PC market because they are mil sim. There have been some that try to get the console. But they either made bad decisions, tried to cheapen the freaking loop, and it bit them in the ass. You really think with as much negative surrounding it, anyone is willing to buy into an IP? They ruined all trust. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this as respectfully as I can. There are a lot of people that are hanging on to Bungie and the DCV incident, right? The Destiny Content Vault incident. There are so many people that are holding on to that situation and they're letting it jade themselves, right? Because I've got news flash. There are a ton of other live service games that have vaulted content before. And no one gets as much hate. No one gets as much hate as Bungie does. Oh, I know you're probably also referring to the layoffs. Yeah. But I want to make this clear. Once again, Bungie leadership. When the second layoff happened, Bungie leadership, Sony should have stepped in and said, hey, you don't know how to manage your house. We're taking over. And even then, that's like a roll of the dice for us as consumers. Jojo, if you know how to do Eternity or you want to learn how to do Eternity, I don't have a problem. Okay, so Abysmal. You may not have been in some lives recently, but I talked about the lawsuit. Okay, let's boil down your last comment. Okay, the stealing of art. Yes, 4th time in a row of another art incident. So, yeah, that is bad. That is bad on Bungie leadership, and that is bad on freaking Bungie as a company. Okay, once again, Bungie not making sure that they are not hurting the community that is supporting them or another artist. The whole situation as a whole also does not look good for leadership because they were following the individual. So there's a lot of questions. Jojo, if you want to jump in the Discord, you're more than welcome. So we're waiting on a third chat. That's why we're talking right now. Plus, Dan just had to go use the bathroom. So a bit of a break.
But I'm back.
Okay. So let's get on the next thing. Awful communication. Bungie's been hit or miss when it comes to communications for some time now. This isn't nothing new. Have we been screaming for consistency? Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. We have. And I will keep screaming it till I'm blue in the face. Along with, hey, Pete Parson needs to get fired. Hey, good morning, Lex. Last item, the lawsuits. Okay, there's only one lawsuit right now as far as quote-unquote plagiarism. I want to bring this to light that a lot of other content creators do not bring to light anytime they talk about it. Is that guy launched that lawsuit 5 other times. Did you know that? 5 other times. And those first four, before the 5th one stuck, you know what the difference was? The first 4 times, the content was in the game. The content was in the game, and the judges said, no, you do not have a case, and they kicked it. But after the content was removed, he launched the lawsuit again. And now it's getting traction because of the freaking situation with the content not being in game and the discovery. The discovery that Bungie used with trying to use YouTube videos. That piqued everybody's freaking, oh my God, Bungie doesn't have the freaking code. No, they've got the code. They've got the assets. Oh, sorry, let me rephrase that. Bungie has the assets. Okay? They've got the campaigns. They got all that. What they don't have is the infrastructure, the servers, and the code required to launch that old content. That's what Bungie doesn't have. That's why they try to use the videos. But FYI, when the judge struck down that freaking discovery, that also affects the freaking the person initiating the lawsuit. Because plagiarism is just similar to libel and defamation. It's a massive uphill battle. You have to actually prove that there was harm done and what that harm was done and the evidence of it. If you can't, that judge is more than likely going to say, hey, this is just he said, she said bullshit. Get out of my court. Now, does the lawsuit put Bungie in bad limelight? Yeah. It puts them in negative optics, especially when this shit happened with Marathon and the art assets. It is providing freaking ammunition to the haters. All right, when you join the Discord, make sure you accept the rules. Grab the swamp folk. Okay, you did. Join the standby room. I'll drag you in. Didn't they sort of take over when that happened? What are you talking about, Wolf? Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. What am I joining? Just joining. What's up? We're talking about Marathon and the Bungie situation. And I want to make this clear. I'm not sitting here trying to defend Bungie. Okay, I've been just as vocally critical of Bungie when they F up as they have when freaking they're being attacked for some of the dumbest shit.
I gotta step
Okay.
out for just a second.
No problem. All right, Knock, I see you. Hey, what's up, Jojo?
Hello.
Hey. Yes, the second layoffs didn't Sony kind of take over a huge chunk, but not fully. Sony moved some of the employees from Bungie over to their other studios. That was part of the layoff restructuring. But as far as we know, Sony has not taken over house. And that's where I think earlier reports from before Final Shape was that basically Bungie was like dodging Sony in their meetings because for whatever fucking reason, right? Well, apparently that's not the case anymore. Apparently they must have gotten a hold of freaking Bungie and said, hey, you're going to listen. You're going to listen or you're out the door. So now they're playing ball with Sony. All right, what's your Bungie ID? I normally don't do the friend request.
That is mine.
Hold on. Can you type it in chat or hold on?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I see it. Oh, wait. You got a special character. Damn it. How do I get that? Oh, shit. All right, hold on. I'm going to freaking accept the friend invite. I got a freaking, mine is curled up in my lap. Yeah, mine does the same thing too. Okay. All right, I'm just going to remove. All right. Okay. Waiting for Dan to get back and then we'll start this. Pete is in deep shit. He may have to sell a card too. Oh, I hope he has to sell his whole collection. I really do. Hey, that's a hell of a freaking username. Jesus. Anyways, I'm not freaking saying that name. Anyways, bottom line is Bungie's in a bad position. A lot of it because of their own doing and their own bad decisions. Leadership, I'm going to say this, leadership needs to stop with this freaking, we're going to make the game our way type bullshit. We need to see Bungie say, hey, one, Bungie's going to have to delay this. I'm going to say if they launch in September, that's it. Game over. I'm willing to wager that. If Bungie launches Marathon in September, it's game over. Either one or two things are going to happen. Bungie shutters or Sony's going to take over. Now, if Bungie delays Marathon, Bungie leadership needs to start conceding that they need to start listening to the players. They need to start listening and start paying attention to the extraction shooter genre. And that's going to come in multiple forms. Well, yeah, my props for being that first guy that was honest about this. Abysmal. That's been my thing. I always want to be honest and I always give my viewpoints. I try to base everything I have as much facts as possible. If Sony takes over, do you think there would be a chance for D3? All right, I'm going to put out the unpopular opinion. Bungie doesn't need a D3. What they need is a good sized QA department. Number one, okay, in-house at Bungie, supporting the devs. Okay, you need QA. Without QA, you get the situation that we have right now with Destiny 2. Number two, the game needs a rework and a good polish. Okay, what do I mean by good polish? Reduce map size.
Chit chat. In this shitty
Really?
Chat. In this chat.
I swear to God, Dan, if I could reach through this microphone and smack the crap out of you, I would. Reduce map size as much as possible. I'm talking about raids, dungeons, strikes, world maps as much as possible. So that way you're able to look at bringing back older content that should be in the game. I'm talking about Red War. I'm talking about Forsaken Campaign. I'm talking about some of the older freaking raids. Bring those back. Bring the content that people paid for. I will stand on business on that. Lastly, number 3. Let the dev team cook. Let them cook. Here's the thing. Okay, so here's the thing. When everybody talks about spaghetti goats, 9 times out of 10, Brandon, people bring up the melee whiffs. Here's the problem. PvP is based on a peer-to-peer network structure. With the way that they developed the melee, all the abilities were made for PvE. They are just allowed in PvP. Destiny 2 is built on and is 100% a PvE game with PvP. What? Yeah. A PvE game with PvP. Just like Marathon is a PvP game with PvE. Does that make sense? So when you build everything based around one aspect, it may not fully translate into the other side. Ergo, when melees really connect and do well on the PvE side, they may not do well on a heavily network connection-based peer-to-peer system that's having to report everything back and forth, and shit gets lost in translation. So one person sees someone just freaking, whereas you see the connection, but no effect. All right, let's get this started. Sorry.
Waiting forever.
Fuck off. Okay, here we go. All right. I thought Marathon was Apex 2 when I first saw it on Twitch. I mean, you're kind of not wrong. Smaller maps are nice, but there is something to say for artistic nature of the large ones. What are you talking about? Are you talking about Destiny 2? And what I mean by smaller maps, I mean like a lot of the maps have these huge out-of-bound areas that can be shrunk down. And shrinking that down would do so much for the overall size. All right? Some issues with PvP are starting to show in PvE, even if I'm solo. Yeah. But once again, that's based on the way that Destiny 2 was set up, right? The majority of it is peer-to-peer, right? There's no dedicated servers in Destiny 2. For Destiny 2 to be let's say a true MMO, they would have to deploy dedicated servers, okay? Which, if you've ever worked in IT, you're talking about software, hardware, ISP, data center space, contracts. That's a shit ton of money. And I'm not talking about like a one-time thing. No, I'm talking about monthly, yearly. Ask me how I know. Running servers is not cheap. That's why so many games went to peer-to-peer. It was a cost-saving feature for them. Bottom line. The only thing that they have to hold in the house is authentication and any type of like backup verification system. That's it. Aren't they just using old Rite servers? Dude, there's no way. At best, I'm going to say this from a business standpoint, from a corporate business standpoint. Oh, it's still haste, FYI. Okay, 1 second. Let me swap builds. All right. Damn it. All right. Back in 2017, when I started playing, they had regional servers. It was great. No, what they had was the ability to swap between regional settings. Completely different. What that means is that it changed where to aim the authentication. That's the difference, Tower. Sprite. All right. Ooh. Okay, got that. All right, I'll start working on this. All right. Hey, so Sprite, how you doing today, brother? And like I said, chat, when it could boil, wait, shit. Okay, that side's done. Or that one's done. Hey, Taco, how you doing? Just got finished. Oh, wait, no, wait, shit. I gotta go down here. Am I gonna make it in time? All right. Oh, thank you. Do not finish the note at the end. All right. Are we all done? Are we all done? Okay, yeah, we're done. Sweet. Gonna Kamehameha this freaking. There we go. That's how you do it. Doing decent. How are you? I'm doing good, brother. Doing good. All right. You know what scares me? The amount of socks I've lost to the void that is my washing machine. Welcome to being an adult. Bungie has no excuse. They weren't prepared to run a game by themselves. I can agree to that. I can agree to that. Damn it. Always. Look, I won't deny that. Bungie leadership bit off more than they could chew when they broke off with Activision. Now, do I think that they still made the best decision? I think they made a good decision. I don't think that they completely thought it through.
They were looking for something more than to imprison Rasputin.
Shit. You know, at the end of the day, what it boils down to is that Bungie, since I'm going to say D1, has been making a lot of bad decisions. Some good, but a lot bad. Shit.
Pete Parson being one of them.
Pete's always been a part of Bungie, though. Come on. Rotate your damn shields. All right. Ooh. Friggin' the players in the game. Wait, hold on. 1 second, chat. Let me focus on the frickin' jumping. No. Fuck. Okay. The high-end leadership also doesn't care about all the players. They just want money. You see, if Bungie was... God damn it, Dan. You are brave as fuck doing that crap. Oh! Oh! That put me on the freaking edge. All right. Any input? What are you talking about, Matt? Well, fudge a duck. All right, there we go. Okay. The players in this game, it's sad to see, and I play this game religiously. Wait, Rowdy, what are you talking about with that? I understand you need more money for making a game better, but it looks like it's only greed instead. So that's the other bit, right? With Bungie being a Bungie being a private company, right? Is that we don't get the visual into their financials like you would with a publicly traded company and their quarterly earnings, right? At best, the only thing that we could do is see if Sony's willing to report on anything, which they're not obligated to do because, once again, Bungie is a privately traded company. It sucks. But yeah, Rowdy, you're correct on that. Bungie has. Look at Pete Parsons and the studio that they built during, what was it, 2020, and then never used. You know? There have been multiple people that have talked about that. Oh, Pete's collection? Well, yeah. Well, and I'm going to be honest, the only reason why that shit came to light was because of the one dev that was invited to his house. And then freaking because he... And then 2 days later got, laid them off. That's why it made the rounds. Yeah, let's put it someplace where it's going to be freaking hard to see. Wait, did it not connect?
Thought you got it.
No, there's this one that... Shit. Where's this? Stop jumping on me. Hold on. And the make deals with companies but never put it into the game, get rid of content, which is growth. Rowdy, as I said previously, there's a lot more to that conversation than what most people are talked about. The reason why DCV was removed was because of multiple reasons. Engine update. There was an actual engine. I hate how I'm not even close to that white. I'm not even close to that damn door and I die. When it boils, 1 second. when it boils down to it, you know, there were multiple reasons, and then there's some speculative reasons that, and I say speculative because we don't know if there's truth behind it. With the DCV. At the end of the day, yes, I agree, it hurts. Has Bungie been the only company to do that? No. Okay, and if anything, they got that playbook for removing content from freaking Activision. Jesus Christ. Damn it, it just ran out. I hate that this is my favorite game. I just stay away from Bungie talks because the way they have fallen from... Yeah, I agree. I try not to do these talks, but I feel that it should not... We shouldn't shy away. Damn it. Come on, get out of there. You're not screwing me that time. Damn it. What did he get hit with? Wait, if they improve, the talks need to happen. If they're, yeah, exactly. Do you keep up with Destiny Rising? I for a little bit, but I haven't heard much of anything as of recently. Like, I'll be honest, it got quiet when it came to Destiny Rising. Okay, I think home dude's ready. Freaking A, let's go. All right, time to swap this up. A Queen Breaker. Yeah, that'll work.
Remains in this terminal like an open door. It's using the tower's arrays to connect with installations across.
All right.
This must
freaking jump up here. Ultimatum? No, this is Eternity.
Connection could end this threat.
With the fact that we got... swear I hit the freaking lip just on about every go. Hold on. They're a new team at this point. Wait. What are you talking about? To be honest, I don't think Bungie will. They need a whole new team. Yeah, Rowdy's right on that. They're pretty much a new team at this point. Okay. All right. Remember, Queen Breaker's the way for this. All right. Ready? Oh, come on, you freaking evil bitch. Your mom's a freaking hoe. All right. Diamond, triangle, square, triangle. I'm going to start working on a diamond. All right. All right, lock in. All right. Okay, he's working on square. I'll start working on the last diamond. Okay. All right, Bungie turning into Ubisoft. No, I wouldn't go that far, to be honest. Oh, shit. All right, on Cajun, on Cajun. Dan. Shit. Dan, DPS. One face this bitch. All right. Swap over to 1K voices.
Breaks, and so does their hold over the security systems.
All right.
Perhaps now we can.
We're gonna freaking wreck this guy.
The reactor core to a meltdown. It's going prompt critical. Those power
Okay.
surges were intentional.
Please, can I get down this freaking side?
Lest we lose everything.
There we go. Destiny 2 is one of those games that goes up and down, up and down. Yeah, like any other live service game. I mean, honestly, like when I say look at trends with live service games, you will see that they go up and down, so freaking much. Where's the last one? Where's the last one? There we go. Down we go. Woots. All right. I mean, there's so many, like, when I talk about when it comes to talking about live service games, there's, oh, you lying.
Guardian.
Where's, all the way up there. Pet the cat, please. She's unfortunately over there. Oh, but we do have kitty treats. 1 second. 15th Prime redeemed kitty treats. I will grab those. Okay. There we go. Thank you, 15th Prime. Okay. Let's see if...
Guardian down.
Fuck it off.
Welcome the fans.
Well, welcome to fucking Bungie
Shut-
mantle system.
Sorry, for a second there, I thought you were gonna make an OF joke, and I was about to say, don't. I'm on TikTok today.
I was not. I got a note that says I'm not allowed to make an OnlyFans joke anymore.
God damn it. Wait, how? No, wait, hold on. The whole community needs to change so LFG could be better. To be honest, everyone is so toxic. I do have an agreement with that. The mindset within the LFG tends to be very toxic at times, and for why it's toxic, I have like it still burns my like I don't get it. Like especially when it comes to PvE, right? PvE, there's no reason to sweat, right? So why are we acting like everything's freaking, contest mode? Why is everybody acting like, everyone's got to be absolute shit hot to do a fucking simple raid? Like, bro. Okay. Like, I'll never understand that. Okay. There we go. All right, down we go. Last week I brought a new light through Ron. Yeah. See, and I try to teach as much as I can because a lot of people haven't done most end game content because of toxicity. All right. Now, I'm going to say Bungie does need to like step up the game, and I say step up the game, and I'm referring to their. Okay, everybody on 1K voices, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, starting this. Hey, squeeze me? What to say? You're not gonna ignore me. That was a fun. Fuck. Freaking boss is on my ass. Oh shit. Oh boy. Oof. Damn it. It's all about it's all a lot of fun talking people through high-end content for the first time. Oh, it is. It absolutely is. Thank you, Dan. Oh shit. All right. Diamond's got to be on that side. Oh shit. See in here? Okay. Go. Okay. Middle. Right. Left. Left. Right. right. Kept his ass unlocked. Go. Damn it. Oh, it was freaking close. All right. 1 second. Let me get my freaking buff back again. Let's try this again. Thank you. Freaking fighting for my life. Ooh, okay. Diamond, your side. I need a freaking, hey man, are you doing helps after this? Yeah. I do not have, the people to help me with doing gold, ultimatum. Sorry. Eternity is about the best I can do. Excuse you, asshole. All right, is he in here? Yep, he is. Incoming. I might have started that a little too soon. Middle, left, or right? Right, left, left. All right. Shit. I was gonna say, Dan, you got this. Never use 1K voices on the boss. Freaking stun locks his ass.
This was a clever incision by the witness. A
Woots.
multi-front attack. Sabotage us.
Ooh.
Lead knowledge.
All right, we can go ahead and cancel that one.
Extrasolar colonies.
They did not increase holofoils though.
Saint and I thought we'd leave the city.
Yeah, that's a
Once we'd
bad
made
roll.
it safe. We'd explore the universe.
Eh,
That time never came.
I think I got a freaking better roll
Matter
somewhere.
of finite seconds.
Damn it.
Lost in the margins then.
Freaking
Now,
Bungie really doesn't want to give me the rolls that I
it's
want.
only the want of more. But we learned to make do, young wolf.
Or I want the loot. Yeah.
Turn the edge of defeat into victory.
1K is so fun. Oh, absolutely, Rowdy. It really is. All right, congratulations on you clear.
Go.
GG.
GG.
Got the Terminus Horizon with the shiny skin with eddy current and jolting feedback.
Oh, nice. Yes, E. Bungie won't give it to me. Ghost comes out tomorrow, does it? Yes, it does. I hate doing the first jumping part on Titan, and I don't use Lion Ramparts when I'm doing that. Yeah, I feel that. All right. I think I'm gonna go try my luck at the freaking chest. right. All right, Knock. Thank you so much for the run, dude.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Cheerio.
Take care. All right, let's freaking head over to Eternity. I'm gonna go try my. Hey, what's up, House of Pirates? How's it doing? I think I'll take a pair out of Collect just to do that jumping part. I could see it. I mean, I won't lie. When I'm on my friggin' Titan, I have to like take it kind of slow through there. Otherwise, yeah, it is an absolute pain in the rear end. But yeah, going back to what we were talking about, chat. I'm gonna be honest. Like if Bungie, like let's say Sony does clear out upper leadership when it comes to freaking Bungie, it's like, would we like who would we be very accepting of like taking over the leadership roles? Because let's be honest, Sony's more inclined to put in someone that they believe is going to listen to them, right? Versus akin to like someone of like, let's say, quote unquote, Bungie of old. Ooh, long arm adept.
Ooh, and I just got another one.
Wilder Flight. Bring back Joe. I could see that. I could see that. Damn it. I almost had the freaking roll on the freaking Wilder Flight. It gave me destabilizing rounds instead of freaking bait and switch. Terminus Horizon. Reconstruction target lock. Fuck. I say someone who knows how to keep the game stable or even improve stability. So I'm going to say this. That would be like, I want you to understand, Rowdy, when we talk about leadership, like who we want in a leadership position, right? Someone who's going to make good decisions, who's going to listen to the devs, listen to outside perspectives, the community, and then make the decisions based on that, right? They're not going to be in the nitty gritty saying, oh, this is what we need to do to improve the network or the net code or the art or the maps. No. They're going to leave that to their leads. Their leads should be guiding their teams to make the proper improvements. Okay? So maybe, and I'm going to use this term. You may not have heard it, but I come from a quality assurance background, military as well as aerospace. When production's in a problem, right? And they can't improve upon, or they keep producing low quality stuff, you put in what's called a tiger team. This tiger team is composed of like experts, subject matter experts, SMEs. And then they evaluate everything. They go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. And then they report back, this is where you're doing good. This is where your deficits are. This is how you need to fix them. This is the timeline in which it should be fixed. That is what something Bungie needs. They need a tiger team to come through and go through everything. Netcode, PvP. Well, okay. Game balance, netcode. Okay. Two major things right there. And then let's say the development build process, right? And they need to look through all of this. Show them what they're doing good, what they're doing, what they're lacking in, and find ways to improve what they're lacking in. I come from major business leadership background. What's up, House? I mean, bottom line, it's what Bungie needs to do. God damn it. It gave me the bait and switch. But with Slight Shot. Have you gotten the classic exotic item? Oh, yeah. They are missing the Tiger Team in straight business model? Yeah. 100%. At the end of the day, Bungie... Oh, God. So close. How is... Okay, I still got a lot. We all know what's going to happen to the player count when the DLC comes out. Honestly, I think Edge of Fate will probably see some people come back. Honestly. Right now, on paper, everything looks really good. Improvements to the freaking weapons, to the armor system, something that Bungie's desperately needed to do for a long time. Revision of the freaking stat system. Let's freaking go. Improved weapons, better loot chase. Now, something that a lot of people have been bringing up about Destiny 2 is loot rarity. And I'll talk about that real quick. To be honest, I want you to look at any other, let's say, quote unquote, live service game. And I'm going to look at other looter games when it comes to loot rarity. Diablo, Borderlands. How much time you put into a game is going to really determine the loot rarity, okay? And a lot of the people complaining about loot rarity are people that play this game obsessively long, longer than me. I play this game on average 20, 24 hours a week, right? Hey, what's up, Tabor? So I'm playing 20, and yeah, I've got exotic engrams stacked up. Always have, always will. And I use that whenever I've got freaking a ton of golf balls to get the rolls that I want. When you're a new player coming up in the game, it's a little harder to get those exotic engrams. You have to build up to it. But when you get them to drop, they do seem rare, right? But it's when you get to the end game, right? I'm talking about a high level cap. You're grinding pinnacles, and you're starting to see those engrams pop up more. Then it seems more worthwhile. But what a lot of people are saying is that exotics should be less frequent, and that we should be all confined back to this state of everyone is not running exotics. I don't agree with that logic, because at that point we're back to freaking, basically a lot of people want to go back to the basics of, oh, I don't have XYZ exotics, so I'm going to run this bland build to try and get through this content. I don't see the logic in that, right? Should there be other ways of, should there be other things to freaking chase after? Absolutely. Should there be, like, let's say higher quality tier exotics, or let's say pre-masterwork freaking exotics? I could see that. I could see finding ways to give incentives for people to do the loot chase, but reducing rarity on shit, you're going back to the freaking you're trying to go back to the pre-crafting situation, and it doesn't freaking work. You're gonna see people drop off the freaking, ooh, I can kind of see that. I could fix PvP. You got a background in freaking here, we're just gonna discard that. You got a background in net coding and game balance? Okay, I've done all my stuff. We should have map voting in 6s similar to Call of Duty. I could see that. I could absolutely see that. All right. I didn't say this, but I got 4 exotic engrams during the last Wish raid yesterday. I think I've got like 2. So, I like your ideology on loot and whatnot, but call me crazy. I would like to have a new higher rarity of weapon armor drops. Well, see, that's what's coming in Edge of Fate. And Bungie's addressing that. It's like a lot of people are calling for this freaking, oh, we need a better loot chase. Bungie's starting to address it with Edge of Fate. And it's like, until we see it in play, it's like, I don't want to judge it until I have it in my hands and I say, does it work? Does it need improvement? Do I need to give some feedback? Exactly. 9,999 on the manifolds. Competitive and trials should make it like Overwatch where you can't run the same subclass. I kind of agree with that. I really do. But you would have to have like a pre-lobby setup for that. And I'm going to tell you now, I could see a lot of people losing their shit with that. Like, that could come with a lot of negative feedback. All right. Who's up for freaking another Eternity run? Either that or I'm going to freaking run through exploration just so I can see exactly how it works. Because I want to experience it firsthand. Actually, Dan, you mind if I run that real quick? And then we'll run a regular Eternity mode?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh, you already left? Okay, there we go. I would if I wasn't at work. No, I understand, Todd.
That's okay. That gives me
Destiny
time
2
to go
doesn't
make
want to make
coffee.
me explore around what's around the corner. Destiny 1 was creepy and mysterious. I think Bungie definitely needs to get back to that aspect of the game. All right. Gonna lower that down and we're gonna go. No. I want to go into the private. I want to see this. I want to see this myself. And because I want to talk about the explore mode, chat. And I want to say this. I'm from someone who used to play World of Warcraft for a long time. I've been a gamer for a long time, right? I've been playing multiplayer games since 1999. Yeah, I'm old. That being said, there are some games that have a lot to show that there's ways to introduce. You aren't old, brother. I'm 44. Okay, but there's a lot of games out there that can show there's a way to introduce casuals or those new to end game content to get their foot in the door. Now, some people may never leave past that threshold. And that's fine. That's on them. But there definitely needs like some improvement to the system. All right. So let's see if explore mode can really show me how to do this.
Arc surges destabilize the complex, and Vex are breaching the command matrix.
I'll be honest, to really give this a test, and I was just thinking about it. Shit. I should kind of bring my girlfriend in to see if she can handle the mechanics. Because she's not as skilled when it comes to this game. And that's the question is, like, can someone who is not skilled be able to learn this and do the content. Bro, Explorer mode helped me. It may feel too easy for you, just saying. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, so no rally barricade. Or, sorry, no rally point. Okay. Wow, these suckers are like barely touching. Oh, so it actually marks them. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Okay, I can kind of see what's wrong with the Explorer mode. I'm testing it out, giving it a visual like once over to see how effective it could be. All right, let me go back up there. Freaking guy got those dudes shooting the hell out of me. They are hungry. Just pop in and say hi. Hey, V, how you been? Waiting. Babe, do you want to do this? Occasion built in the 1980s, never updated. Hey, yo. Girlfriend's talking shit. Only thing I hated about Explorer is first boss. You'll see when I get there. Okay. Destiny 2 isn't bad, but I'm tired of destroying 300 enemies, and I don't feel like in danger. Like, what content are you running, just out of curiosity? Oh, don't get a boss. Okay, so it goes off the bare bones. It goes off the original, like not the modified Rite of the 9 version. Oof. Okay, so it does show you where to go. Okay. So far, I got high hopes for Explorer mode.
They were rivals in the Golden Age. This wasn't just a pillory site, it was a joint research
So
facility.
if Explorer mode could really break down that first encounter, there's a lot of potential. Okay. Now, so Bungie, hold on.
They were looking for something more than to imprison Rasputin.
I'm gonna go the wrong way intentionally. Yeah. People are gonna get like, where am I supposed to go? So Bungie needs to fix this one at least. And that's where it's gonna boil down to when it comes to the jumping puzzle sections. It's like, how good is Bungie gonna teach someone how to do the jumping puzzle section? Okay, it doesn't mark the correct one. So yeah, like those two connections need to be fixed or at least adjusted. Make the world more dangerous, less enemies, but more difficult. So with Edge of Fate, they're introducing a world tier system like other games have done. So it's got potential to be that dangerous that you're talking about, Gavik. And to be honest, I kind of like agree with that. but the rewards have to be there, right? If the rewards are not there, then why do the content, right? And that's the bottom line. At the end of the day, one of the biggest problems when it comes to Destiny 2. If content is hard and there's no rewards, why do said content? All right. So, no markers about where I'm supposed to be going with this. So once again, kind of one of those things of like, hey, Bungie, how are you supposed to be showing someone where to go? Especially for newer players, it definitely needs to be something added. Yeah. I can see somebody getting lost here. The slowest rocket launcher ever. But my God, it was fun to mess around with. What are you talking about? I would love to do some of the new content, but right now I'm not up to it. No, understood, babe. But like, me taking you through this as a way of like, hey, I'm just here to help, and then just see how you manage to do the content, it would be very interesting. Really, Bungie? Bungie's doing the no mantling crap again. Swear sometimes I... All right. Let's see how this works out. Now, a average person would probably be running and not whiffing. Well, they would probably be whiffing that. The camo, the cat. Oh yeah, Tally loves freaking being in the room, so I was like, oh, might as well make her a feature of the freaking. Make her a feature of the stream. All right. First encounter. How's it work? Found the boss. Electrician. Oh, I gotta shoot the node. It shows it. Okay, so it's tracking all the nodes. Oh, gotta look up. Okay. So far, this is pretty good. Like, I could definitely see someone. If a fairly intelligent, I'm going to say this respectfully once again, if a fairly intelligent person was doing this content, they could, if they got decent builds, they can do this solo. Now, and they wouldn't even have to have like the best setup, right? Okay. I don't know. I like that they don't immediately show you the way in those sections. Finding the way in those areas is all about exploring. Yeah. I wonder how many, I'm going to say, kindergartens will whiff that section. So okay, that's not bad. Now I guarantee you most people would be like, oh, big guy, I gotta take care of. I killed boss. Oh wait, boss is... What happened? I thought I beat boss. Wait, do they not get supplicants? I've done it so many times with random weapons and loadouts. Oh yeah. Oh, I know tower. I mean, I'll be honest, it'll set you up for like trying to do freaking regular solo. I mean, that's for certain. So there's definitely, oh shit. Oh, woo! Bungie was like deciding 5 to 10 business days. Should I let him mantle? Okay, there we go. All right. We don't do Q here. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So minimum, wait. Minimum custom reward. Wait. I got a custom reward because I didn't defeat a whole bunch of enemies? We just kind of like right now, we just kind of like, hey, who wants to do it? Because Lel, the reason why is that normally on morning streams, I don't have a lot of people like rushing to want to do content because they're usually at work, school, college, real life, doctor's appointments, massage therapies, whatever. I don't know. People doing shit in the mornings. Or people are not functioning in the morning.
Their connection could end this threat.
All right. So let's rig it against myself, right? What's morning? Yeah, no kidding. All right, chat. What is like the most subpar? You know what? You know what, chat? That's what we'll bro, go eat. Okay. So I'll put away Lord of Wolves. We're not going to go meta on this, right? We're not going to go meta. We'll even change to Nova Bomb, right? Let's see how this is with a non-meta linear fusion. I was going to say, where's my rally flag? I know I got a rally flag. Okay. I still got my arc boots on from last time. Whoopsie. That's not the right boots. That's the right boots. There we go. Yeah, we're not even gonna do surges, chat. Fuck it, we ball. All right. Start. Oh. I can't. Okay. Okay. Wonder how many people are gonna freaking be like, oh, I want to shoot the boss. I can't. Seasonal weapons only. Was there a fusion? Was there linear? Oh God, I'm goofing. Freaking smack me. Damn. I already. I'm even just relying on weapons at this point. Do that. Damn, if I could just actually fit through the freaking thing. Fuck. Oh, you don't wipe the encounter. Okay, that's a little forgiving. I don't know how I feel about that, though. Like I said, Chad, I don't know how I feel about that. It definitely doesn't feel as threatening like what you would see in a normal solo experience. But the fact that you can kind of just go through and learn the encounter yourself definitely has a lot of merit. A lot of enemies. I can see people getting like hung up on freaking enemies. Freaking, especially if you're not used to doing like a lot of like heavy enemy focused content, getting lost in the sauce of like, oh, I gotta focus on all these enemies, forgetting what you need to do. Okay, now it's giving me a mark like, oh, this is where you need to be. Definitely got a lot of heavy, that's for certain. Oh, it even tells you right there, shoot the eyes. That was my mouse whiff for the day. DPS phase is a lot longer. Okay. So I like that it's a little bit longer, so that way people kind of understand what's going on. At the same time, wait for it. Wait, what do you mean wait for it? Had his boss glitch out and could not damage it all, need to leave and reset the encounter. What, you talking about an explore mode? Oh, and it only makes you redo. Okay, so explore mode only makes you redo the one. So you can kind of get right back in the DPS phase. That's interesting. Yeah, explore mode. Oh boy. Let me get all my freaking heavy, because I know there was heavy all over the place. Game does not want to give me heavy, that's for certain. Good, finish that, chat. Good morning, Jojo. How you doing this morning? Kind of doing this little test of explore mode to see how much potential it's got, and whether or not we should be advocating for more explore mode content to be added for I would say more casual players. Because I mean, think of it like this: if someone can do like an explore mode where it teaches you the content, right? Do you realize how much freaking less strain it'll be on people to be just like, hey, teach me? Go run explore mode. Tired, coffee. Did you see my message from last night? I just saw the DMs, Jojo. Because I forgot my super from last time. Remember, I'm playing this as a quote-unquote casual. Mag dumping, chat. All right. Didn't hear you 1 minute. Sorry, no problem. No problem. I said I just saw that you hit it with your purse. That's my purse. I don't know you. God freaking damn it. Okay. I didn't get all the eyes and died of harpies. Boss went into DPS and just sat there. Oof. Weird. Now, I will say the fact that the Explorer mode's very forgiving. Now, most people probably won't have a build set up like I do, right? So that brings into question, like, it's definitely, like, Explorer mode could definitely be a skill check for most people to understand, like, this is what you have going on in endgame content. Oh, don't you throw my brick away. That boss was like, not your brick. Special ammo DPS? Yeah. And it's not wanting to give me heavy. So, me being like in a non-meta setup, it's definitely 3-phase. Now, it's good that it's not that hard to get back into freaking. Sweet Jesus. It's good that it's not that bad to get back into the DPS phase. And also, is it just me, or does it feel like I'm getting my super back way faster than what I normally would? Wait. That bug reared its head again. Okay. I believe they made Explorer easy mode. Yeah, it really is.
And so does their hold over the security systems.
And to be honest,
Perhaps now we
I like that it is, because it really will teach.
No! They're driving the reactor core to a meltdown.
What's a weapon that's easy to get? You know what? Hold up. I got an idea.
Lest we lose everything.
When I say damage rotation ease, this is probably one of the easiest ones to do for most warlocks. Actually, kinda want to spitball something. Let's have a little bit of fun, shall we? All right, 1 second. I gotta no, I did not want okay, where is Dragon's Breath? I just had that sack of monkey. Oh, it kicked it out. Damn it. You mean Sunshot isn't viable? Oh, you funny. Okay. Yeah, truth, people that go solo need to have a few test runs in Explorer if they don't know the encounter. Oh yeah, absolutely. Now I will say it also gives a little bit of false hope because of the easy mode of it. Damn it! It did it. Oh, I love that the new vault, the vault is accessible now, but sometimes if you're not paying attention, you'll freaking accidentally send stuff back to the vault, and it drives me up a wall. Okay, seriously, where's my Dragon's Breath? There it is. Okay. Now that I've messed that up multiple times. Okay. Now, sidearm. What's a good, like, you know what? No hesitation. That's easily accessible to most. Why do we have 1Ks? I'll fix it in a second. I don't know how that happened. I could have swore I deleted the one from yesterday that I got on. Okay. We're going to have a little bit of funsies, chat. So, in your opinion, should they dump the difficulty on Explorer? No. Honestly, I think what they're doing for Explorer mode is something that they should really consider bringing to the table when it comes to other content. You mean? Yeah, I'm playing like a freaking. I'm playing like a freaking kindergartner. Okay. Y'all see that shit, right? It won't let me freaking mantle. Oh, you a dirty hoe. Oh, it even shows that it's on a time limit. So double down on explore with other content. Yeah, as a segue to get people into end game content. Now, I would say focus it up first on dungeons and then find a way to bring that into, let's say, raids, right? Because the end game is that you want more people doing your content. End game content is one of the biggest problems. Now, when you think about it, Jojo, think of it like this. Strikes are the explore mode for Nightfalls. Nightfalls are the segue into Grandmasters, right? We've had that step ladder for a while. This has been needed for endgame content for a long time. Because, I mean, if you think about it, you're able to freaking sit there and learn the dungeon, learn the content, solo if you want. But you're not going to get as good of rewards as, let's say, doing the normal, doing it on that higher difficulty. And that's what it boils down to. You want better rewards? To use the phrase, you gotta get good. And to be honest, this is that part of that step into it for a lot of players. To where we don't have to sit there and say, hey, do you know how to do this raid? No. Well, go watch a YouTube video. Hey, do you know how to do this raid? No. Have you done Explorer modes yet? Go do Explorer mode. Go play the content. Especially if Bungie's putting it in to teach it. No exotics, red borders, or if they do more. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that sentiment right there. Now, I don't like that the freaking symbols don't show, like, time. I think that that would make it a lot better. But unless they're willing to give you, like, a shit ton of time. I honestly think Explorer mode shouldn't be for the whole raid, just for the very tough encounters. Well, so Wolf Rose, that's going to be one of those things. It's a matter of perspective. So let's say one person is, like, very mechanically good with the game, but they have color vision problems, right? Or someone's good at doing mechanics, but their aim is a bit lackluster, or they don't know how to do weapon swaps or weapon rotations good enough. It could be, it's kind of one of those, or maybe someone's like really good aiming wise, skill wise, but they absolutely are dog doo-doo when it comes to platforming. So a lot could be said. So I would say definitely explore mode should be like a more comprehensive. Oh, it started. Oh, that sucks. Oh, damn. So I guarantee you, I would love to see some freaking blueberries encounter solo Perseus just to see how much they would stress. Also, it's just me, or does it feel like he's walking a lot faster? It's like he's more of a menace here. Okay, it's showing me the freaking... That's cool. It's showing me the freaking arc node still at least. Oh, bro, I was freaking out. Ooh, he coming. That's his normal walking speed, is it? Just feels like it's a lot slower. Oh, this mother... Your boy came at me like a hurricane. Okay, so if people actually pay attention, they'll see that they need to fall back, which they lost that. Okay. Stand here. Doesn't tell you. Okay. Now we're just having a little bit of funsies chat. Damn it, it's not. Okay, 3 runs. All right, let's see how quickly they're gonna cheapen it, chat. The truth freak out would be a final boss. At least they gave me a freaking... Holy crap. So this definitely has like that, how can I put it? It's got a lot of potential. They don't shorten final, that's good. Oh shit, this guy freaking came out of nowhere. Just remember, chat, I'm just doing this like a freaking blueberry. All right, open it up. Because if the blueberry is learned by now, they should be easily able to do this. Oh shit. You gonna love ultimatum? Well, I've done ultimatum, dude. I'm just doing the explorer mode as a means of, like, from a veteran standpoint, is it good enough to teach a casual or someone who hasn't done the content? What's the max ammo capacity on the Dragon's Breath? Boss on my butt. All right. 12. Okay, I got 9. Okay, not bad. Not bad. That rotation's not bad. So if we were under solar freaking season, that could really pop off. That was also freaking using Sanguine Alchemy. Okay, this. Uh, 10, I can't remember. 12 with reserves or not. Ah. Okay. Well, at least I got enough ammo to freaking start off the next. So, I'm going to say this. This has a lot of potential. And I think this is something that Bungie needs to do. If you die, it doesn't wipe you in Explorer mode, correct? I believe that is indeed the case. Which, to me, is a nice way of being a little bit forgiving. But at the same time, letting them focus on getting the bare basics, right? Focusing on, like, learning the content versus, like, being penalized for making mistakes. Now, in regular content, it definitely needs to stay as is. I'm not advocating for every game mode to be easier. No. The others need to stay as is. I'm testing this from a casual player standpoint. I mean, that's cool for me to figure out mechanics. Exactly. Shit, didn't count. Oh, this is gonna suck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so with I'm gonna say subpar rotation, 3 phases by yourself, not too bad. All right, let's take a look at, are any of these double?
Glean knowledge,
I don't think it will be.
annihilate any trace of advantage. Extra solar.
But don't put it on an encounter. Keep it on traversal. Wait, I think explorers should have at least 1 darkness zone to give them experience. I could see the theory behind that, but
that time never came.
I don't know how I feel about it. Okay. All right. Overall opinion about explore mode. Explore mode definitely hits the nail on the head as far as like entry level. Like, this is how you need to do this end game content. Bungie, honestly, this is what you need to do. All of your dungeons, make an explore mode. Do this exact same setup. Like, I would even behoove you, take these explore modes that you're going to have for Ghost of the Deep, Prophecy, as well as Spire of the Watcher. Keep them in game when Edge of Fate starts. And dare say, I'm going to say, dare say, make them free to play. Here's why. If people get to experience, like, let's say they could do like 1 explore mode per week as a limitation for free to play. You give them a taste of end game content to where they're like, hey, I can learn this. I can do this. Now, is it worth me buying? 100%. I think this is something that Bungie needs to do. And then take it a step further. Then go bring in, like, first and foremost, let's talk about dungeons in general. Shattered Throne, Pit of Heresy needs a rework. Touch it up. Revamp the weapons. Revamp the armor. God damn, does it need it, right? Then give them masters. They need master content. And then give it explore mode. 100%. Then bring explore mode to all of the other dungeons. And then at some point, start considering bringing explore mode to raids as a means of, hey, this is how you do the end game content. This is what to expect. Give a little leeway with timers. And don't make the jumping puzzles easy. Keep them as is. They need to learn it. Hell, if I had to learn it, so should they. But honestly, and I would even go as far as say, like, they did revamp Shattered Throne weapons, though. Yeah, but that's because of the destination. They revamped the destination weapons, right? Shattered Throne and Pit of Heresy do not have separate weapons. And that's something that needs to happen. Right? All right. But yeah, bottom line is Bungie has done something extremely, extremely well when it comes to freaking explore mode, and this is something that they need to push for the other dungeons, number one, and then start looking at doing this for raids. Because if you can get people to understand the mechanics by doing the content, you've got a chance for getting this. Why raids? So raids, okay, dungeons, I'm gonna say dungeons is very like intro to end game, okay? Because dungeons do a great segue of like, here's one mechanic in first encounter, here's another mechanic in second encounter. Now we're gonna take these both mechanics and combine it into the third encounter. That's pretty much the premise of every dungeon, right? Or at least, I'm gonna say, yeah, pretty much post Pit of Heresy. And if you can get people learning dungeons, right, then raids would be the next obvious. Now, granted, just like in this run, skimp on the loot a little bit. Not raid, because raids and dungeons are different in their own ways. I disagree. Dungeons are a smaller version of raids. They are inherently more time conscious and easier to do, number one. But at the same time, the raids are like really there for end game content. And one of the biggest problems, and I'm going to say this, is that the more people you add to the fire team and to the event to do, the more complex it has to be. And that's Bungie 101. But that's also not a specific Bungie thing. That's also been a thing with Final Fantasy 14, Guild Wars, World of Warcraft, so on and so forth. Other MMOs when it comes to end game content. At some point in World of Warcraft was the first one to do it, and other MMOs followed suit as well. Create a version of the end game content that is a intro to doing said content. That way they still experience it. They still experience the story. Yes, I know it is a looter shooter tamer. But when a lot of the loot is locked behind dungeons and raids, and you have a lot of people who are very casual, are scared to jump in to that end game content to learn, because, and I will agree with this, the toxicity in some of the LFGs, yeah, you have a problem. Explore mode should be implemented a month after release of the new dungeon. I absolutely agree. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you're trying to time gate content. No. Every MMO does a similar system where the LFG version of a raid is behind the full release. But at the same time, that gives a lot of the Sherpas, a lot of the more skilled players, a chance to learn the dungeon. So that way, if those that don't want to freaking say, like, let's say do the explore mode, but want to be like, hey, I want to learn how to do this, they're going to have to rely on the old system of, hey, here's a YouTube video, watch it, learn it, love it. Or wait that month, enjoy the game, chill. Most casuals do. Here comes Explore mode. Explore mode is here. I'm going to go learn this content. They learn the content and they're like, oh, I don't have a problem doing this. Now let's go into LFG. But, and this is where Bungie has an opportunity. Give that Explore mode a warning. Hey, some of these mechanics are lessened due to teach you how to do this. If you do normal, there will be tighter time limits, harder enemies, fair warning. I think if people understood that, and hopefully understand that, because reading apparently is hard for some people, then they have a chance to not only segue the casuals into endgame content, get more people playing their content, which is always good. They also have a chance to hopefully lessen some of the toxicity. Most I've dealt with people who are toxic in LG, but I've just learned to take it on the chin and try to sort it out and get along if they're willing to do to. I've dealt with some toxic individuals in LFG, and yeah, I agree with that sentiment. But then there are some people that are willing to take it too far. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to throw it out there. Some of the most toxic individuals I have met are the people that are scream, know what to do, and they don't know what they're doing. I said it. They want to carry, but they're pushing everything on you, the other player. And yet if you like make a mistake, they're going to rip your freaking head off. So yeah. This ship came from last episode from Revenant. It's the Renunciation ship. I think it was based off of one of those old ships. I'm not gonna lie, I would put up a post FG with no. And see, I'll be honest, even me as someone who knows what to do, I will never freaking use the tag know what to do. I absolutely refuse to use that tag because I think it came from Kel's Vengeance. Yeah. It came from the exotic mission, Kel's Vengeance. Thank you, Wolfrose. By the way, Dan, if you want to join back up. And Wolfrose, if you want to run Eternity real quick, we'll knock it out. Okay, 1 second. Ha! Chat, you learn something new every day. Fuck. Chat, I'll just say this. I'm going to put that out there for the cosmos. I am who I am. I will be unapologetically myself. Number one. Number two, I will always be honest and I will state my opinion. I will be blunt as fuck. That is one thing you can absolutely agree on. I will give praise where praise is due, and I will call out shit when it needs to be called out. I say that because, well, some people have to be made aware. And I don't care if you are another content creator. I don't care if you're a viewer. I don't care if you're Bungie, Ubisoft, EA, freaking Activision, Blizzard, Square Enix. I don't give a shit. I'm not sponsored. I pay my own bills. So I'm going to speak my truth. I said what I said. But to the person in the DM, thanks for the heads up. Love yous. Okay. All right. Let's get this ball rolling. Let me also get off this damn build. Back to what I'm comfy on. All right. Okay. Turning mode. Let's run this thing. Give me a second. I also need to... Turd build? Yeah. Turd build is like one of my favorites for Warlock because great synergy. It's got good synergy.
Among the hidden tells me that a Seraph complex recently powered on for the first time since the collapse. Shortly thereafter,
Dan, check your DMs.
Vex incursions were reported. Anna flagged the site as a potential pillory bunker. If the Vex gain access to its system,
I need help with Thunder Doctrine. Ah, shit. Zoe, if you are around on Wednesday, I can do I can help you on Thunder Doctrine.
That's a 10-4 occasion.
Yeah. Just kind of wanted to make you aware of that as well.
Oh no, I'm aware of it.
Happy. Ah. We'll be working. Okay. What about Friday or Sunday? Zoe.
You've landed at the source of the complex's
Thank you, Kevin, for the sharing of the live. Sunday works? Okay, hit me up on Sunday. Sunday we'll also be doing some more raids. Chat. So we did Last Wish this week. Do we know what the rotator is? Oh, fuck beans. I did it again.
Can he make it? Can he make it? Can he?
Oh, I make it.
No. Oh, he made it.
I made it.
This
I made
time.
it. Shut up. All right. Do we know what is going to be on the rotator for this week for raids?
It's Ron and Last Wish right now. It should be.
It's not Last Wish because I didn't get any pinnacles.
Oh no, it's not Last.
It's a
what is-
Deep Stone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it should be Last Wish and the other one. Fuck.
I was gonna say define the other one.
The other newer.
Oh, Salvation's Edge.
No, not that one's always gonna be active.
Well, until Edge of Fate.
Yep. But it should be Fuck.
Oh, Vogue. Oh, if it's Vogue, we're gonna do Vogue. We're gonna do Vogue so that way Dan has a chance at Dex Mytho class.
Ooh,
That'd be
like
funny.
To get that one.
That would be funny AF if Dan got that too.
I mean, the RG has been with me.
Yeah, it's taken sympathy from you after freaking Buried Bloodline.
Oh yeah, let's not mention that gun. I still can't even look at that gun properly.
By the way, what do you think of my opinion? Can teach if need to be? Oh, I think those are freaking absolutely, like, people that are willing to teach are freaking hearts full of gold. All right, got him down.
Ooh, I didn't die this time.
Almost.
Almost, but I didn't.
Like I said, we'll do some Vogue runs. If Vogue is the one for the week, definitely we'll do that. I'm always gonna need to be a raid behind because of how Destiny works. I'd rather wait. Hold on. I'd rather farm encounters than do a whole run each week. I see. I'm not one of those people that's big on like farming encounters. I'd rather just do the whole thing, right? But then again, I'm more of like, I stopped like trying to make this game a hardcore grind, and I've found that I enjoy the game so much better. You know, that's why like I haven't got all of my freaking red borders from Vogue. I don't have all my red borders from Garden because I'm just enjoying chilling. Now, is there, you know, reasons that I want to go after Garden for freaking Reckless Oracle? Oh, hell to the motherfucking yayo.
Nope, I tried to jump too far.
Oh.
Come on. Jump.
No, you son of a... Okay.
Check.
I'd like to know the person that... Oof.
I have catapult on, so not used to it.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, oh, shit!
Oh, and it was the last player.
Dan, I swear to God, don't you start.
I was gonna say, if you have Thunder Crash, you can get up to the top.
Actually, no, I don't have that right now.
I just...
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Short circuiting. God damn it. Well, yeah, we'll do some Vogue runs on frickin'. Come on, come on, no! All the way back there, Bungie, you freaking bag of ass. We've all been there. Hey, what's up, Shorty? I mostly did chest checkpoints from Garden. Couldn't find anyone to do it for the longest time. Fair enough. Like I said, we're gonna start focusing on like the weekly raids, the weekly rotator raids for a lot of the newer players or people that haven't done the older content, right? So that way it's a chance for everybody to enjoy the content.
My game sounds still on high. Yeah.
Audio oofy.
Yeah, I forgot to turn it down after Riven yesterday.
Fair enough.
I have mine turned down, like way down. It's still blasting through.
Oh no, I had mine on so I could hear Riven.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dan, speaking about audio.
Yo.
Okay, I know you're gonna give me shit for this, but just hear me the frick out for this, right?
I mean, is it a Monday?
Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, so remember I said last night I was playing Tarkov, right?
Mm-hmm.
Freaking, the team I was with freaking got their cheeks clapped by the goons, right?
Yeah.
But we managed to kill them all. So on freaking on Bird Eye, he had this freaking sniper rifle I had never seen before, right?
Yeah.
But this sucker's using freaking Lapua rounds. You know what that is, right?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't quite understand the caliber of...
Oh, you didn't understand what a Lapua round is?
Yeah. So he's like, hey, go to your shooting range and go check this out. I was like, okay, you know, I'm thinking, okay, no big deal, right? Sucker did not have a silencer on it.
No, you'll blow a silencer right off an actual Lapua round.
Now, I want to make this abundantly clear, chat. I've got like dual audio system, right? To where I can change how the sound feels, how the sound is for you compared to me, right? But for that raid, I cranked up the volume. I was at 75 on my knob, right? I pulled that fucking trigger. I threw off my headset. I had tinnitus ringing in my goddamn ears. That shit was loud. It's like I was at the damn gun range. And home dude is laughing his ass off because he hears me like, fuck. And he's like, yeah, I forgot to tell you it was going to be loud. I was like, Jesus Christ. He's like, okay, now do this. And then he's like, aim for the wall on the right at an angle, pull the trigger. The shit knocks off chunks off the wall and you see the debris from it. I'm like, bruh. So yeah, chat, last night I had to freaking an encounter. Did I also find my new favorite gun that I want to use when I've got to do freaking bolt lever stuff? Yes, indeed you do. I wish I could have seen it. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, this shit was hilarious last night. I was having a blast. Okay. Yeah, it's like part of me wants to start streaming more like stream Tarkov, but I know that the majority of like people that watch my content, it's Destiny 2. Okay. Dan, get over here.
I'm coming.
Got a rift down. That son of a bitch healed. Suck at your back. Excuse you, SDN? I just joined the Discord. My username is DJ. Oh shit. Hold on. Dan, that's the most panic freaking T-Crash I've ever seen.
It worked.
Oh, I'm not saying it didn't
It
work,
was like,
but
oh my god, do something. Hit a button. Any button.
I was like, oh shit. Okay, Dan. Wait, shit. Okay, got my node wrapped up. All right. Got rid of that ding dong. Wolfrose, how are you on your side?
Trying to dodge stuff.
Okay.
Saved by the ledge.
All right.
I just had the Hydra on me the entire time. Yep, there it is.
Whoopsie. That. Oh, come on, come on.
Into the tunnel.
Yeah, that freaking, as a solo player, I've never done raid
Follow
playing
me?
since Red War. Really?
That's not generally how you come into a chat, but you're welcome to hang out.
Yeah, yeah, I need to mute him. Because that's a...
You just had to come over to me and get that thing stuck on me.
Oh, it
God.
tried to go for me, but it just dodged.
I could just... Okay, I got rid of one of the Hydras. So we're gonna have... Yep, there they are. Okay. Oh shit. Did I not pick up Arctrician? I thought I did. Okay. Okay, got rid of him. There we go. All right. Where is this? Damn it.
Avex mine remains in this terminal like an open door. It's using
Just
the
gonna let
tower's
that go to
arrays connect
Postmaster.
with installations across Seoul. This must be in preparation to imprison the sublights.
Damn it.
Breaking their connection could end this threat.
Okay, 1 second. I gotta take care of something. Yeah, first time chatter, you come in like that. One. Come on, god damn it. One second. To which what I would.
Guardian down.
To which what I wouldn't pay for better mod system.
No.
It's like, hey, let's shove all these options to where you can't freaking readily see it because it's because it's outside the freaking web browser screen. Jesus Christ. All right. We got our freaking favorite meta linear. Might help if I actually find the right location. All right. Here we go. Ready?
Put the cookie down.
It was close to not being.
Oh, you weren't. Oh, my bad.
It was close. I decided to not switch mods and just rally real quick.
Okay, triangle, diamond. Working on triangle. That was a delayed freaking. All right, you can do diamond, or unless you haven't. Square next. All right. Nope, this one's the easy one.
What the heck is going on?
Dan, don't die.
I don't know what was going on. I just couldn't load my gun all of a sudden. I had ammo.
I had that issue.
That question. It just wouldn't load my gun.
I had that issue earlier, like when one of my weapons wouldn't shoot. Freaking, I don't know. Okay. Got him up.
Oh. I
What?
hate that harpy. One of the harpies stood behind the thing and it propped up.
God damn it.
I do not have Song of Flames. We still one phased.
Even with me falling down a hole.
And so does their hold over the
And fall down the hole. Oh, I got a shiny. But it's for freaking Vigil.
No.
Who's
Driving the
Virgil?
reactor core to a meltdown.
All right.
It's going
Swapping over
critical.
to.
Those power surges
Damn it.
are intentional.
Why did Lament?
To the reactor, lest we lose everything.
Shit. All right. Yeah. Okay. first off, that needs to come there. That needs to come there as well. Don't know why I have two freaking. Yeah, I'll be down there in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Equip in 1,000 voices. That way I've got
Getting
it
all
ready.
fancy with your sandwiches.
Shut up. And then
My wife
freaking
made me
apparently,
cheese croissant sandwiches.
apparently the game's like, oh, we're not gonna let you freaking go down the hole. All right, we're down. Okay.
Get.
Guardian,
Motherfucker!
what we've seen here proves
Just got
my
slap
visions
chopped.
have merit. We must
Am I the
secure
only?
complex.
Okay, no, Wolfrose got down.
Trust is a frail
And now,
thing.
now I got both my dogs
Much
staring.
is our mission. This can we
Sit.
her faith in me. I need
Get out of here! I'm not sharing.
Oh, you got food, don't you?
Yep.
Cheese, bread, meat. All the three things my dogs absolutely love about me.
Okay, so that's what you meant by get your own sandwich. Okay, where's the starter one at? Down there. Right. Up.
Yay, fans. Fun
Yeah,
times.
more fans.
At least we don't have Buddy chasing us down.
Or freaking exploder shanks.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just realized they could have done that just to really F with us.
Ooh. I would have liked that.
Yeah, you
You're-
would have.
You're a
Make
masochist.
it, well, make it be like 0 hour.
That's what I was getting at from.
There and, really have a good time.
Oh, fuck a duck. I don't have heavy. Shit. Damn it. Punchy, let me jump on a freaking platform. Okay. Okay, it reset.
There we
I've
go.
got eyes on 3 if you can get the middle and that one over there. There we go. Now we can get down there. What game are this is Todd, this is Destiny 2.
Avex's mind directs power to the reactor.
Whoops.
I did that for a reason.
And the complex should stabilize.
Why? Just out of curiosity.
I don't want to hear my health declining. And if you res me, I don't get the health stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I noticed that the other day when you reset in here, if you don't move, you don't get the hasty buff.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready whenever you are. Okay, second. Let's do. Oh shit. Oh, hold on. Let me put that down. Swap super. Fuck. I forgot to be on Song of Flames for this.
Whoopsies.
Yeah. So this is going to be one of those. We're learning from our mistakes, chat. Okay. It's got to be against this wall. Okay. All right. We got freaking... Oh, you bitch. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving. Cleaning out freaking... Yeah. Oh, that one's chasing you. All right, which one are we starting on? Square. Oh, those... One node down. Okay. All right, I gotta build up my super. Come on, spawn, you freaking... As long as I can get freaking kills. Oh, you lucky. I need to start freaking farming. Double special. What does it mean? Okay, I need another orb. I'm almost there to freaking super. Motherfucker. All right. Got super, got my orbs. Right as rain. Oh, you were just waiting.
Yup. Every time the buff went out, I'd win and go to refresh it.
All right. Putting it right here. Let him cook.
Now, Dan.
Damn. Oh, shit. That was so close. Oh, I didn't even freaking... I forgot to swap over to my freaking... to my freaking Surges. So, whoopsie. All right. Middle. There we go. Okay, square. Wave's got a delayed freaking impact.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a freaking me thing.
No,
Nice.
Rocket's items are instant though.
Yeah, I'm just low on ammo. Shit. All right, first one's done. I do not have super.
He's gone.
Okay. Yep, you're getting freaking. Oh, that was just gorgeous. That was worth it. All right. Woo, shit.
Shit.
Yeah, he getting pissy. Oh! Last time I saw he was chasing after your ass. He came right for me.
I broke his line of sight.
Yeah, you're like, let's give Cajun all the pain. Okay. Where are we at in here? Ooh. Okay, we ball. All right. I just got to top up. Warful's like, F this. We're done.
Yeah. I had my super, so I was like, eh.
This was a clever incision by the witness.
Okay, we ball, huh?
A multi-front attack. Sabotage us, glean knowledge, and annihilate any trace of advantage. Extrasolar colonies.
Yeah, good run, guys.
Ages ago,
Oh,
Sage
yeah.
and I
Indeed,
Cajun do
indeed.
better.
thought we'd leave the city.
You know what? You can suck an egg.
Safe. We'd explore the universe.
Wolf, good job. Danny, good job.
That time never came.
Cajun, what the fuck?
A matter of
You know what?
finite seconds lost.
Here it comes.
Fucked.
Now, there's only the want of more. But
Jesus
we learned to make
Christ.
do, young wolf.
Every single one of those rolls was
Turn the edge
horrible.
of defeat into victory.
Yeah, from that second chest, I got 6 engrams to drop.
Damn. Yeah, I know.
Got it,
That
too.
one, I was like, holy shit. Now, this luminous visual right here is interesting. Rhyme Stealer and Attrition Orb.
Yeah.
I wonder how
Attrition
that would...
Outlaw.
Huh?
Attrition Outlaw.
I don't know how I'd feel with Attrition Outlaw.
I've got Enlightened Action and Kill Clip on mine.
Nice.
Seems to work out pretty good.
How much nannery? Damn, I'm back up to 1,000. So they really did freaking juice up the freaking... Damn, and we did that in 3223.
Yeah. I'm at 6102.
Nice. Yeah, I freaking spent some earlier. All right, let's go to the freaking tower. That's not bad. That's not bad for a freaking runtime, though.
No. I think the fastest I've ever done Eternity was 20 minutes.
All right.
Now watching all the speed runs on ultimatums is like, no, thank you.
No, that's. I watched
Look,
one last night.
the people that are able to consistently do freaking ultimatum, they are like hardcore freaking grinders with this game for certain. And they're at a skill level that's like beyond me. I'll admit that.
I think the one I saw, they did every single encounter and jumping in traversal in 11 minutes.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
This is Zavala's top priority right now.
Let's see what my freaking postmaster has to say to me.
At that point, you just gotta ask, who the hell hurt you?
Bungie challenged them to get the best time. That's what started the ultimatum speedruns. Bungie challenged people.
God damn it. Close. That's a close roll, but I think that might be it though. Terminus Horizon with reconstruction, envious arsenal, jolting feedback, and target lock.
You know what hurts is I got 6 of them in the postmaster. I've already got my god roll, and I'm sitting here deleting god rolls. It's like, I don't like doing that.
Have you... I was hoping to get a holofoil roll of it, but it's like, I don't think it's ever gonna be freaking coming my way.
Just gotta try harder.
Try harder, my ass. Shoot, when it comes freaking next week, I'm gonna be focusing on the freaking rocket launcher, the Cold Comfort. Yeah,
Yep.
because the rolls on that are gonna be freaking great.
That's why I'm saving this stuff.
Yeah, I kind of wish I would have done that now.
And plus, I'm going solo flawless Eternity of Ghost.
Oh, you brave.
That'll
Do
be
they
my
actually-
100th.
Do they actually have achievements for that or no?
No, but it shows up on the dungeon report.
Okay, fair enough.
I want that to be my 100th clear of Ghost.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what changes they're going to bring to that, to be honest. I wonder if we're going to get a patch tomorrow. What do y'all think?
We should.
Good.
I mean, you say that.
They
You
did one
say-
this
a lot of
week.
things.
They didn't add anything this week.
Ugh. Oh, we'll see. We shall see. Oh, man. Now I'm kind of curious, like, this is the only thing about freaking burning through freaking the content like that is that now it's like, what should we do now? I got like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I was actually on my Titan today.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, damn.
I thought I
coming
saw a barricade barrier popping up.
Yeah, friggin' we had a double barricade.
What does it mean? It means someone messed up and grabbed the wrong character.
No.
No, he knew what he was doing. Yeah, I'm just also kind of like wondering, you know, what complaints is the Destiny 2 community going to bring tomorrow?
Oh, it didn't taste right. It could be anything. I honest to God, I stopped looking at the Reddit pages of the complaint department. It's like,
You know what? Professor Kryak really hit the nail on the head when he did a tweet the other day. Stop looking at Twitter and Reddit. I agree 100% on that. Like,
yes,
stop
looking at it.
Yeah, because it's just the negativity is just like, oh my God. Hey, Lady Zoot, how you doing? You're welcome. Once again, congratulations on winning the one of the emblems.
Here's my question for you, Cajun. When you go looking on Reddit for answers or questions, do you go looking for negativity or positivity?
Like, okay, if I'm looking like for a specific answer to a question, like is this quest bugged? You know, how do you do this, etc. I'm looking for information, you know, but it's like when you, let's say you find a post that addresses the question that you're asking, right? And what's like the first gut instinct you start doing? You look through the comments. And that's when you start seeing the shit ton of negativity within this community. And I used to do this, don't anymore. If you go searching on like Twitter for like, if someone else is having an issue, dear God in heaven, don't. Because that's enough to want you to, you know, pop off your noggin and go pour bleach on your brain. Because I've just come to the point where it's like, if I'm able to do a search and I see like there's multiple threads talking about asking or talking about the topic I'm touching on, it's either confirmed that, hey, there is an issue, or B, I might need to dig a little bit more into this. That sounds uncomfortable. When it comes to this community, sometimes it's just like, holy shit. And I even have to deal with it in my comment section on my TikToks. Like, if I share an opinion, dear God in heaven, and I'll use the best one. Recently, or well, a while back, I did a TikTok talking about how everything should be account based, and I mean that from like episode, like seasonal story missions, right? I believe that should be all account based. Now, campaigns, there could be, I would say there's more leeway with that, right? Those should be character based. I agree. But when I tell you I had quite a few people come screaming at me saying, oh, you know, you're going to ask them to remove content and now you're going to start bitching that they don't have any content. Who said I wanted them to remove content? I said not having us to make us repeat the same little story, the same little cutscene, or the same little ghost stand here, listen to somebody yap, and then go over here and collect something 3 damn times. It just, I don't know. It's like we're also at a point where there's a lack of media literacy and comprehension skills. Sorry, I'll get off the soapbox.
Ah, you're good, man. It's hard to defend yourself when just randoms off the internet come in and just start yelling their opinions at you.
And like I told one person in DMs, because he saw that I deleted his comment, and he's like, why'd you delete my comment? I said, okay, bro, first and foremost, you come screaming that I'm wrong and that, you know, first off, he said I was wrong. Second of all, he blamed content creators for the state of the game and that And then he ended with something that I'm not going to repeat for community guideline reasons. So yeah, I had every reason to delete that, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, so first off, you came in claiming I was wrong. You don't state why. You don't counter what I presented. So how can you, so just saying I'm wrong does not end the conversation. Number two, you then start blaming content creators. Why? What did content creators do? Oh, Bungie only listens to content creators. No, they don't. Some of the features and stuff that we have in game is because of the casual players.
Yeah. And I would casually like Akimbo Sweet Business. I'm just saying it's out there.
Freaking smart ass.
You know.
Deletes the
And then
weaknesses from
lastly,
the game.
I was like, you threatened.
You fucking wolf.
I was like, lastly, I was like, you threatened my life. I don't care if you said it jokingly. I don't care if you said it in passing. You're lucky I didn't block you. I said, I don't tolerate that shit. I said, that's not how you talk to anybody. He's like, oh my God, you sound like my dad. I said, I'm probably old enough to be your damn dad. I said, did you look at me? I'm not no freaking young spring chicken.
Because.
But in the end, he eventually like chilled out and said, you know, I'm just, you know, I just wish this game was a lot better. I say, don't we all?
I
Don't.
wish fucking I had money in my account. Billions of it.
I know.
But you know what? We don't get what we always want.
Yeah, and trust me, I wish that the freaking, you know, that the leadership at Bungie would get their freaking, you know, get their asses kicked out of office, and that new leadership is brought in, the ones that want to see this game actually prosper and communicate with the community and bring about an actual really good, deep game that returns to some of the roots that we had back in Destiny 1. I agree with that. But like I said, all I can do is hope, push, and give feedback. And I think at some point, I'm at that point now where freaking even Sony's blocking my emails. Anyways, I gave up on doing seasonal stories on all three a long time ago. Wasted time in my honest opinion. Yeah, I agree. But mostly I do it because I get freaking like seeing the freaking story thing keep blinking at me. I'm like, oh, fuck, okay, fine, I'll do it. Anyways, chat, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up a couple minutes early. It has been an absolute blast. We'll be back on Wednesday. We're going to be doing Ghost of the Deep, Rite of the Nine, helping out with that. So if on Wednesday you need help with Eternity Mode, we'll be doing that as well, running through, helping people get their clears, as well as get some loot. Friday, we're going to be doing the same thing. And then on Sunday, if Volta Glass is the focus raid of the week, we'll be running Volta Glass. So if you need red borders, want a chance at Vex Mythoclast, there's your chance. Well, I'll depending upon the team that we've got, we'll try to do like 2 runs.
Woo! We did it.
What? Assholes! Both of you, freaking assholes! I can't even have my screen up. You freaking douche nozzles. Anyways, let me freaking
I
raid
don't know
out.
what happened.
Bullshit! You don't know what happened.
Listen, I was just here petting my kitty, okay?
Oh, phrasing. Yeah,
Petting my kitty.
All right, let's see who we're gonna go raid out to today, chat. Let's see. Who have we not raided out to in a while? Wow, the D2 crew's not on. You know what, chat? We're gonna go raid out the Sayer Bear. Apparently they're doing some trials. So chat, Y'all stick around, please. Let's go give Sarah Bear some love. Chat, in the meantime, y'all take it easy. All right, I'll see y'all back on Wednesday for more Rite of the 9. In the meantime, y'all take it easy. Do the self-care. Eat the food, drink the water, take the meds if you need to. But above all else, treat yourself, respect yourself. I will catch you all. Love your faces. TikTok, I am out of here. YouTube, peace.